Them not learn. Scammer them there. And this one, key player in the Jamaican lottery scam, could face long sentence. Welcome to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Alright. I remember when I first started doing these videos and I said, and I'm talking about years ago, I said, they're going to start extorting. They're going to start extraditing you guys from Jamaica into the US to do prison time. Before all extraditions took place, you know how many people told me about up under my mother? Some people told me about, hey boy, you must think see a little bit of money we down here and make a whole heap of money, you know, we are talking about millions and them kind of thing there. And you know, at the time I was very naive because I thought they were making like small change. Me never know say them kind of money there. Of course, over the years I've gotten much wiser and to what's going on, and I see that it's a whole lot of money. And even though it's a whole lot of money, I still would not risk my freedom for it. I always make these videos where I say the lesson in this is this: your freedom comes first, man. And even when you're broke and poor, if you can go find a beach to sit down on somewhere, a river, something, hear some water run, just the fact that you can wake up at whatever time you feel like it as opposed to whatever time you're told, go where you please as opposed to where you're confined to a space where them lock you up with beer man in there, them kind of liberty there, eat what you please as opposed to you're eating what you're made to eat, like them kind of restrictions there, it's not worth it. And I don't care how much money I'm getting, it's not worth it, right? Now this story right here comes out of Bismarck, North Dakota. And it says that a federal prosecutor in North Dakota, they are seeking a prison sentence for this woman from Rhode Island who funneled lottery scam money between the US and Jamaica. That's more than double what they sought for the scheme's ringleader. So,
alright, so let's take a quick break to interject some reality here. I don't know why anyone would want to leave this type of a scenery for what you're about to see next. Now, when you step off that plane in North Dakota, if they transport you during wintertime, you just left a tropical scene to something that looks like this. And this is going to be your reality from the airport all the way in. Not to be mentioned how you will be housed or kept in buildings like these, locked in 2, 3, or 4 men per room behind these doors, or in open dorms like these where you are at the mercy of many men. This type of lock-in right here will drive anybody crazy. And all you hear in these places is screaming and people going crazy. And this one where they're telling you where to walk, toe the line. Or this one where they lock you in a hole and speak to you through a hole in your door. Think about it.
in other words, the person who is actually the ringleader for this lotto scam thing right here, I'm going to tell you who that was in a minute and all this. He's going to get half the time that this woman is going to get for her role. Remember, she wasn't the ringleader, and they know she wasn't the ringleader, but they're trying to throw the book at her and double her sentence. Here's the reason why. So Assistant U.S. Attorney Jonathan Okonek said that a lack of contrition and cooperation on the part of Melinda Bulgin.
Alright, so let's put a face to the name. This is Melinda Bulgin. This is the female that did not cooperate in any way, shape, or form. So she hasn't snitched on anybody or anything, and therefore they are looking to not only lock her up, but give her more time than anybody else that's involved in all of this, to include more time than the kingpins and ringleaders of all this. She might want to start snitching.
Are being reasons why the state is seeking to hit her with 14 years or more, which is about 8 years more than what they sought for the kingpin of this scam ring, which was Laverick Willox.
Alright, so let's put a face to the name. Here is Laverick Willox, the scamming kingpin as he is known. Alright, and he was extradited out of Jamaica. Here is his mom. She was also extradited out of Jamaica. Imagine that. And then subsequently, all these people right here were also extradited. Somebody told a lot.
I'm sure y'all know the name Laverick Willox by now. Very famous name on the scamming circuit. Big up Laverick, him do him thing. Yeah, I'm just saying. Alright, not here to offend anyone. But the time that he got, she's about to get double that. Or they're seeking to double that. Because she did not cooperate. So I told y'all before that when you see these people leaving handcuffed out of Jamaica and then you hear state prosecutors saying, we're looking at 30 years. We're looking at 35 years. And then a year later, you read the follow-up to the story and it's that they got 7 years. They got 8 years. And you're wondering, what happened to the 35, 40 years? Aha. Did you see the bunch of other people that were extradited also from the same ring? They told. That's why. They gave up other people. And the more people they gave up, the lesser and lesser and lesser, from 35 to 30 to 25 to 20 to 15 to 10. Now you're at 7. Alright, me not give up no more. That's it. Me do my 7 years. After them give up like 7, 8 people. They told. This woman right here, she cooperated in no way. And they're letting it known. They're letting it known that she cooperated in no way. And because of that, they're ticked off. How dare you? So they're looking to double her sentence. Defense attorney Chad McCabe said that he'll seek a sentence that is more reasonable and more appropriate. A jury in September convicted the 28-year-old Bulgin of conspiracy, fraud, and money laundering in a scam that authorities say bilked more than 100 mostly elderly Americans out of a total sum of $6 million US. It's believed to be the first large-scale Jamaican lottery scam that was tried in the US, and it involved 31 defendants, including 14 Jamaican nationals, most of whom accepted plea deals with the government. Alright, so somebody got pinched and they pointed the finger to Willox, right? Turned out they gave up the big fish, the ringleader, the king man. He in turn gave up more people. And they kept giving up people until it turned out that they had 14 people extradited out of Jamaica in custody in the United States of America in cold ass North Dakota. Yo, not Dakota, cold enough people. In cold ass North Dakota facing these charges. Just like it says right here, majority of them have already accepted plea deals. See, when you sit in that room and they're telling you about 35 years before you see roast fish and piece of yellow yam again, or before you see ackee and saltfish again on festival, or before you hear some good reggae music and see a nice beach again, your world, especially when they came to Jamaica and got you from where you thought they couldn't find you, handcuffed you, shackled you, brought you to some mountains with snow, from warm tropical climate, it's a shock to the system. And then you're looking at them sitting in front of your face and telling you about 35 years. Man, a lot of these people start to sing. Their gangster go out the window. Alright? So this is what happened to majority of them, but not in this lady's case. In her case, she didn't tell anything. She's not cooperating with them in any way. And for that, they're seeking to double her sentence. Among those who accepted a plea deal was Willox also. Prosecutors say that he ran the scam out of Jamaica, out of a mansion where he lived with his mother. Okonek recommended a 6-year and 3 months sentence in prison for him, and the U.S. District Judge Daniel Hovland in October sentenced him to 6 years, accrediting him with cooperating. So I know a lot of people keep saying stuff like, accepting a plea deal, SouFLo, does not mean that you cooperated. It means that they just said, instead of wasting our time and taking this to court, how about this? You're looking at 35, so we hit you with 15 and you served that 15. And from no, no, and no. It clearly says it right here that the prosecutor, Okonek, recommended a 6-year sentence, and the district judge gave him that 6-year sentence and credited him for cooperating. It also says that he was one of the first ones to accept a plea deal. Authorities said that Bulgin funneled scam proceeds via cheap flights she got through her airline job. She eventually was caught at the airport in Jamaica in 2015. So she worked for an airline. And you know, you cannot bring in an excess of 10,000 US dollars into the country or transport, right, in between. If you're caught with that, then you have to give account for. So she was making mad trips with mad money and not being caught or caught to count the money and whatever, using those links, her job at the airline, to do so. Well, whoever she was working with and for in her scam ring organization sold her out as well. And they know the ins and the outs of what she was doing, because it's on the basis of them telling her purpose in the organization why they were able to get a lesser sentence. Authorities said that she funneled this money through based on her airline job. She went to trial, she did not accept responsibility, and she has not had any sympathy for the victims in the case, prosecutor Okonek said. Authorities identified victims in 31 states, including at least one person who committed suicide after losing their entire life savings. The case has been prosecuted in a North Dakota court because that's where the initial identified victims live. McCabe said his client should not be punished for exercising her right to go to trial, and called it an unfortunate situation that the government is seeking such a lengthy prison term for her. It does seem very harsh and unfair to ask for a sentence for Miss Bulgin that is much bigger than for an individual who actually played a much larger role in the case, he said. Bulgin is to be sentenced on April 17th of 2019, and we will hear how much years she's going to get. Hovland in December ordered her detained until sentencing, saying that she was looking at significant prison time and she also could be a flight risk. Well, there you have it. Scammer them there. And how they say it, nothing good not come easy, and all these other things. Leave your comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the whole... There is no loyalty, first of all. I must say that, and I've seen it. There's no loyalty in that world. No one seems to be loyal to anyone. It's like, if I get caught, I'm telling, and I'm telling on everybody. And it's pretty much seems to be an accepted thing. So why would you want to be involved in that kind of an organization in the first place? I don't know. But like I said, the money is sweet, and at the time when you're getting that amount of money for doing a little bit and nothing, you kind of actually feel like it's going to last forever, right? The sad part about a lot of these people is that they don't invest the money into some legal entity. That way, if they get caught, they go away, they do their prison time, they come back, lay low, keep a legal business going. But I'm saying, leave your comment in the comment section below. Tell me if you think it's fair that she's about to get double the time of the individual that was considered to be the kingpin of the organization. They gave you the reasons why. she was non-cooperative, she didn't snitch on anybody, and she didn't show any remorse for the victims. I'm out. Peace. Oh, next time you think about scamming somebody, please remember that 1 or 2 jobs. It might sound hard and it might be rough, but your freedom and sleeping in your bed at night, or day, whenever you get some sleep, is much better than fighting for your backside in prison. Alright? It's SouFLoTV, man. I'm out. Peace.